Hey, what's happening, everyone? Brian coming to you from the bench Sunday. It is the 24th of November. I am continuing on with the series of You Bought a Printer, Now What? So, thank you for everyone for your support in this series that I'm doing for videos. Keep in mind that I am buying these files, I'm not designing them. I've got several people asking me for certain specific cars, and the files that are available on CG Trader or Colts 3D are where I get my files, like I showed you in the last video. So today's video is going to be on, okay, you bought your file, now what? So we're going to go to the download button here on, this is CG Trader, and we're going to go to 1/25th scale. We'll find it right there, 1/25th scale. We're going to hit download. That's going to go to this download file up here. Once you have it in that download file up there, and it says open file, you'll click the open file. Now it just brought you into an entirely different screen, and you're looking at what the heck is going on. So you're going to highlight that file. You're going to hit extract all. This is probably going to give me an error saying you've already done this because I've already downloaded, but I want to show you this process because you have to do this to get this file onto your computer. Okay, now it's on the computer. You double click it. Now look at this, we've got all of this stuff going. Oh my God, what do I do with all this? Let's go down here and let's see. Body part 1, body without hood, body with hood. Let's go body without hood. We're going to double click that. Now I already have Chitubox downloaded to my computer, so it's automatically going to open for me. And look at that, it just put it onto the screen. Now a lot of people will tell you you need to be at an angle to eliminate lines. The topography lines that print on a flat surface when you have it flat. I've found that they sand out so easy, there's no reason to put it up at an angle, and it takes so much less time to leave it flat on the bench or on the platform. It's not funny. So from here, it's already set to my Saturn Elegoo 4 Ultra. You can see I have a Saturn 3 on there. If I want to change it, it'd change just the display here, the platform. So we're going to click on this, and that now unhighlighted it. So now we know that we have it dragging. We can go forward, and this is our platforms. This is where we put all of our supports in, and this is the screen that we're in right now, is up here in the corner. Now to rotate it up, I literally just drag down, and look at that, it drags up. Or I drag it this way if I want it to go however I want it. You know, I can stick it however it is. I can move it around. When it turns red, it's off the plate, so you kind of know that. So I put just a little bit of an angle at this just by moving it around, and we'll be able to spin it around and see that, okay, that's what it is. Sorry guys, I'm doing this one-handed here today. I'm kind of holding the phone in my hand as I do this because my tripod just won't sit up here the way I want it to video this. So here we're gonna just go into our platforms, and I got middle, meaning medium platforms. We hit the auto support button, and look at that, it gives you all those supports in there. So two of the areas that I'm going to point out on every model that you should put extra supports in is in the quarter panels, right down in the wheel wells. And you can zoom in and see right there, I would put extra supports, and you can see them adding in all of your wheel wells. I would do that. And anywhere that's highlighted in red on my screen is going to be someplace that needs supports, or they're automatically done, and you can go like this and completely remove them. Another thing that I do on all of my models when I'm printing is I add, let me get there where you can see into the model. There you go. I add supports all the way down the side of the model inside the body. And I do this so it doesn't have a chance of collapsing on you. You can see that that back light back there is nice dark red. It doesn't have any real supports in it. So we're going to add a couple in there. Add a couple across the back tail here. But I like to put supports in and around the wheel well area just so it has them, and you can see them highlighted there. We're going to spin the model around so you can see it on the other side. And you can see it doesn't have anything there. Let's get this phone up closer to the screen to where you can see as I'm adding the supports. I'm literally just going to go down the side of the car. There's no random rhyme or reason where I'm putting them. I'm just put them down the side, and that gives me extra supports in those areas. Like I said, you want to kind of look at all of your wheel wells, your fender wells, and make sure that you have supports in the corner of the fender wells. Those are the main places that I've seen fails on in the early stages of printing when I didn't know what I was doing. You can see that this thing is pretty well set up. And then we go, once we have all of our supports in, and that's the way you like the car. On this car, I would add one right here on the door handle, just to make sure that get it added there. Just to make sure that we have a little bit of support on the door handle, because they do stick out just a little bit and they don't have anything holding them up. So once you've got all of your supports in, you're going to go back to the main screen. Now we're back at the main screen. What do we do? Down here on the bottom right, you're going to have slice settings and slice. You're going to hit slice. It's now slicing the file for you. That's what Chitubox does. It slices the file for you. From here, you're going to have an option to save. And you can save it, and I'll show you. You could save it on a folder, or let's see if I got my USB card around here. Oh, we got a USB that we're going to stick into the computer. And it should pop up a D. There we go. USB D drive just showed up. And we're going to save it to our D drive. And this is if you have a Elegoo Saturn 3 or Saturn 4 if you want to do it to the USB card, save it to USB card and not send it over the network. My printer is currently printing. I got two of them going right now. I don't know if you can hear them in the background or not, but I would hit this little button down here. I can hit save and it'll save it to that, but we're not going to do that. So I'll hit this. You can see it says it's busy. So I can send this file directly to my Saturn 4s. I can't send it to my Saturn 3 because it doesn't have the capability. I have to download it to a USB card. But that is a quick, basic overview of the Chitubox, and it's pretty much a plug-and-play setup. It'll ask you what machine you're using, and you can see it's all set up there automatically. Gives you the cost of the resin, how long that print, even at an angled up position, that says it takes an hour and 55 minutes. Okay, let's take all of this back down. Man, I didn't like the way that those supports were, or whatever it was that you didn't like. You hit the little move button and you can move it around, but if you hit the tilt button, it'll say, hey, do you want to remove your supports? Are you sure you want to do this? Yes, I do. So I want to take the car back down to almost flat. Get her back to zeros. I'll get this to 0. And it's trying to give me a 45-degree angle no matter what, because that's the way the file likes it. So I'm going to delete the whole thing and say, hey man, I didn't like that. We're going to go back over here to the Nova without a hood. You double click it. Look at that, sitting flat on the plate without having to do anything. I'm gonna go over here to my platform screen, or my support screen, and I'm gonna hit auto support. And again, we're gonna look at, see the door handle, it gave you automatic. It went in there and put the supports in. Now you can flip this thing all over the place. You can do anything you want with it. Like I said, add supports in your wheel wells. Always add supports to your wheel wells. Now I'm not going to go in and add any supports, and it won't make a difference in my print time. It will make a difference in my print time for the actual body being flat on the screen. So you guys can see this. We can go up underneath it. You can see the inside. If you want here, I'll just add some supports down the side so it doesn't look like I tried to cheat the system and been trying to do anything different with it. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Add a bunch of supports down the side. Adding a bunch down there. We added some in here. We added some down here in the wheel wells. We always do those fenders because those are the biggest areas that I've found that you have failed prints at, is right down in the edges of the fenders. When the plate is moving up and down and pulling, it's separating from there usually. Like I said, I haven't had failed prints in a long time, but that was one of the areas that I did have fails at. Once I'm done with what I want to do in the support, I go back to the main screen by just clicking this button right here. That took me back to this. I hit slice. That's the way I want it. That's the way I'm going to get it. This is a file from Andrei Bezrodny. This is his 69 Nova. And it currently is $7.50 on CG Trader, just for those that are wanting to know. Now again, for me, I would go to network sending because of the yellow goo 4s, but we're going to do it to the USB card. So we're going to hit save. We're going to go to our D drive, and then we hit save. And then it's going to give us a screen here that is downloading it to that USB card. And when it's done, it'll give you a little pop-up that says open file, and you don't have to open the file. It's all said and done. This file prints in 1 hour, 45 minutes, and it cost about $2.08 in resin. So you can see what it actually cost for a body to be printed. But that is my quick video on the Chitubox. That's a quick overview of the Chitubox. And from here, we would take the, once it's downloaded here, we would take the USB file, plug it into our Elegoo Saturn 3 or Saturn 4. I can do it off either one of them. And from there, you would print it up from the printer. And I can show you guys that if you'd like it as well. I'm going to continue to do a bunch more in this series on showing you some different ways that I've printed and found that it works for me. Like I said, guys, I am not an expert in this field whatsoever. It's just stuff that I've been doing for well over 2 years. I have really good luck with my prints, and I have a ton of stuff printed out. You guys have seen my Laguna. I got the front bumper all detailed up on it and got the headlights in it. We ordered up some polystyrene this week so we can print up some glass, or I should say vacuum form some glass. And I also ordered some new clear resin so I can actually print some windows as well. Here's a little tachometer that I printed up here and detailed out. I don't know if it'll pick it up very good, but there's just endless possibilities on what you can actually do with the 3D printer. Being able to do anything from wheels and tires to the tacks to the interior parts to bodies to cars that you normally wouldn't have. So there's the things saying, hey, you're done. Do you want to open it? No, I don't want to open it. I already know it's on that file. Now I can remove my USB card from my computer and go plug it into the printer and print it off from there. And that will be a different video. I did get a couple of shop cards in, so I got to say, hey, Don, thanks for giving me a shop card and the kind words on the back. And we also got Joe over the Big Sky Model Workshop. He sent me over one of his stickers. Woody did as well over Dave Wood over there at Woody's Scale Model Garage. Got a sticker up on my photo booth. Got you guys on the sides of my platforms here. Manny sent me over a card, his new card, as well as his gallery card as well. So we got those up as well. Thank you guys for sending those out. For those of you who requested my shop card, I have sent them out to you this week. I appreciate you guys reaching out to me and supporting the channel. I'm going to, like I said, continue this series on what I'm using, how I'm using it, show you these machines as they're working, show you exactly how you do it and how you clean up afterwards, and how everything prints out. What do you do to get it off of the platforms and sanding? As you can see, I have been a printing fool here the last couple days. Had somebody ask for a 73, they asked for a 72 Rivy, and they don't have a file for one, but here's a 73 Rivy, and we just printed up that entire file. I got to print the tires for it still. We've got several requests for the Chevy Chevelle. I've got with and without hood. Somebody wants to do a curbside, so I printed up one with the hood on it. And then we got all the parts that come with. That is just one kit right there. So we got to print up all the interior, the bumpers, the engine, and everything for the second kit there, so we can get it all together. Again, this is something I've been doing for about two and a half years or so, guys. I have a lot of fun with it. It just brings so much more to your build capabilities and what's available to you to build out there. So it's a great tool to have in your arsenal. It's an absolute must when it comes to, if you're a guy that's buying a lot of aftermarket parts, man, those secondary vendors just absolutely gouge the crap out of you. And you can do this so much cheaper. These printers right now, you can get the Saturn 3, which is the red box there. You can get a Saturn 3 Ultra, which that is a 12K printer, for about 250 bucks. The gray one there, that is the Saturn 4 Ultra, and they are $419 delivered to your door from Elegoo, free shipping. I don't know how you get any better than that. That gray box is a plug-and-play system. You don't have to self-level. You don't have to go through all the extra steps that you do with the old Saturn 3s, Saturn 2s, or any of that. I've only used Elegoo printers, so I'm talking to you as experience from the Elegoo side. As you can see, I've got all kinds of resins. We've got Anycubic, we've got the ABS from Elegoo. They just came out with the ABS 3.0 polymer. We tried that. We got some Ceratec up there. We've got some new clear coming in. We also have some clear red coming in. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to get some testing done on a bunch of new clears this week. So we'll be doing that in the background and getting the video shot on those as well, so you guys can see the difference in the clears that are available to us now for printing. And there's some pretty cool tricks you can do to them to get the glass-like look that you're looking for. Anyway, guys, that is my video for today. I just wanted to bring you a quick series update on this particular series, and just have a great day. Yesterday was my 33rd wedding anniversary, so thanks to those that reached out to me on Facebook. Appreciate y'all. I have an amazing wife and very supportive woman behind the scenes here that supports this hobby and passion of mine. So Thanks to her for letting me do this, and thanks to all you guys for supporting the channel and watching, giving me a thumbs up, leaving me some comments. Really enjoy those. I try to answer you as fast as I can. God bless, guys. Happy modeling, and we'll see you on the next one.